What's up, everybody? Today I'll be making a special omelet. It is perfect for weekends when you have a little extra time to make a beautiful breakfast, and it is simple, but it takes some skill. All you need is a few ingredients, a few tools, and you'll have delicious results. First up, I'll be starting with the ingredients. I have 3 eggs at room temperature. That is very important. It cooks very evenly if you have them at room temperature. I have a tablespoon of unsalted butter at room temperature as well. I have a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese, some grape tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. I have scallions, a pepper. You can leave this out, but I like hot peppers in my omelet. A lime, red onion. You're not going to use all of this, but a little bit of it. An avocado, and you're probably going to use half of it for this omelet. So if you're doing if you're cooking for 2 people, 1 avocado is fine. You'll need a fork, a rubber spatula, a knife, a cutting board, salt and pepper, and of course you need a cooking element, a burner, and a frying pan. And that's basically all that you'll be needing, and you'll have delicious results. I promise you, this recipe will be a hit. So first up, I'll start by prepping my ingredients. I have my tomatoes, and these are little grape tomatoes, so I'll slice them down the middle, like so. Quick and easy. I'll cut my lemon, and it's good to roll it a little. And I'll squeeze half of that in here. And I'll add some salt and pepper, and this is to taste. And now I'll just mix this around, and you'll set this aside. Just want to let this marinate a little, bring out some flavors of the tomato. So I'll set that right there. So the next step, what I'll do is I'll cut my onions, and what you want to do is take off the top, take off the bottom, make a little incision there, and you'll peel your onions. And you're not going to be using all of this onion. You can pickle them and just leave them in the refrigerator, but I'm doing a nice little quickle. So it has a little bit of lemon juice, salt and pepper, and that's basically it. You take a little off the side of it so you can have a stable surface to work on. And now I'll slice this as thin as possible. You can use a mandolin, but if you have decent knife skills and you're not too fussy, you can slice these as thin as possible. So I'll go really thin, because it just looks prettier as well too. And I'll add this to my container. And to my container I'll add the remaining of my lime. And then I'll add some salt and pepper. And now I'll mix this together. So now I'll set that aside. Well, what I'll do is I'll slice this as fine as I can. So you want this to be as fine as possible because you don't want big chunks of pepper in your omelet. Now I'll slice these scallions as thin as I can again. And that's basically it. So nice and fine. And I'll add this to my little container here. And what I'll do next is I'll grab my eggs. So it's 3 eggs at room temperature. A little tip for cracking your eggs is to do it on a flat surface, not on the side of a bowl or a pan. And just whisk this as best as you can. It takes about 30 seconds to whisk. And that's basically it. So you just want to combine everything. Now I'll add my scallions and pepper to it. At this stage you can add your salt and pepper. You don't want to add them way in advance. You just want to add it right before you start cooking. Just like that. And you're just gonna whisk that together. And now you're all set. And so for making the omelet, I'll bring you in a little closer so you can see the process. So for making the omelet, I have my pan, and it's on the lowest setting possible on your burner, so you don't want this to be too hot. Now to my egg mixture, I'll add my heavy cream. Next up, what I'll do is I'll add my butter to the pan. And you want to hear a nice little sizzle. So at this point, what I'll do is I'll add my eggs. And now I'll start using my spatula. And you just want to wiggle this around, spread it around nice and gentle. So it cooks nicely. And again, you want to create a nice movement because you're trying to get that butter incorporated with your eggs. So you have a nice silky, beautiful omelet. And a non-stick pan is best for this because you don't want your omelets sticking. Beautiful. And you're gonna keep going. And again, keep an eye on your temperature. If it's sizzling and it's making a sound that sounds like if it's gonna burn, turn it down. And again, keep going. So you just wanna keep going until the edges start to firm up. And that'll happen quite quickly. And again, I like my omelets in the center to be a little bit runny. Of course, if you don't like that, you're gonna cook it a little longer. So now it's creating a nice little custardy center. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going with it. So this is an extra luscious omelet. I promise you'll love this omelet. Just try it. And again, you're gonna practice this skill a little bit. It's not that hard. You just take a little bit of time to learn it. And now you can see the edges firming up. What I'll do is I'll turn my pan way down low. And now what I'll do is I'll tilt it a little. And you can add your cheese now to it. And at this stage, now we'll start to fold my omelet over. Again, this is the beauty of a non-stick pan. Like so. So now I'll try to close this in. I'll try to close that in. And now at this stage, I'll turn my pan off, and now you can set this aside. And now what I'll do is I'll take my avocado, and this is a nice way to cut an avocado. So you'll cut this down the middle, just twist, and your avocado is out. And what I'll do now is I'll cut this down the center again. And again, this is a beautiful way to peel your avocado, and I'll just fold this off. So you have a nice, beautiful looking avocado. A nice pattern with your avocado. So you'll slice like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Flip this right off. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that omelet. So this is your beautiful omelet. You have a little breakfast plate, and it is pretty to look at, and it's even more delicious to eat. So I hope you try this recipe. So now we've come to my favorite part. Now it's time to try this beautiful omelet. I'll pull a fork out, so I'll break some off. I got some of that cheese, some avocado. So all I can say, it's super delicious. It's balanced well with fat and acid. You have some fresh ingredients. It is a perfect omelet. I promise you, whoever you make this for, if you make this for yourself, they're gonna love it, and you're gonna love it. So again, please try this recipe. If you like my video, please give it a big thumbs up. Drop some comments below, and please, 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 please share this video, and please subscribe. Thank you.